My fiancée vanished a week before our wedding. No calls, no answers. So I sold the ring and scrapped all the plans. Then she showed up sobbing at my workplace. I'm Matthew, 32, male. Or I was 32 and about to be a husband. Now I'm just 32 with a pile of cancellation bills. It began 8 days ago, a week before the wedding. Lisa, 29, was supposed to meet me. We had a final venue check the next morning. Last-minute details, seating charts, guest counts. She didn't show. 7 p.m., I texted. No response. 8 p.m., I called. Voicemail. Strange. Her phone was practically glued to her. 9 p.m., a pit formed in my stomach. Called again. Voicemail. I rang her sister Ashley. She hadn't heard from her. Called her parents. Nothing. Panic set in. By midnight, I was a mess. Phoned friends, drove by her place, lights off, car gone. This wasn't Lisa. She was meticulous, always over-communicating. To disappear? Unfathomable. The next 24 hours were chaos. Hospitals, a missing persons report. Unreal. Her family was distraught. I was caught between fear, something terrible had happened, and a growing suspicion of something personal. Day 3, the police located her. Safe. At an old college friend's place, Sandra, 3 hours away. Relief hit, then a sharp stab of confusion. She was fine and hadn't told anyone, not even me. The police said she wouldn't talk to me, gave no reason for leaving, just needed space. Needed space, a week before our wedding. My mind went blank. Fear and pain turned cold. No message, no call, no email. After 5 years, after building a life, after choosing those blasted table centerpieces, nothing. So I started canceling. Venue, $5,000 deposit gone. Caterer, another $3,500 lost. Photographer, kind but $2,000 down the drain. Florist, my initial deposit gone. DJ, cake, honeymoon flights, non-refundable resort. Each call chipped away at our future. The financial hit from deposits I'd paid or was liable for was heavy, around $15,000. Her parents covered her dress separately and were supposed to pay most of the flower costs directly later. But I'd paid the florist's initial deposit. The toughest calls were to family and friends. Weddings off. The shock, the unanswerable questions, humiliating. My mom wept. My dad kept asking, "Son, what happened?" I wished I knew. Then the ring. 1.5 carat vintage style, cushion cut. Her dream. Cost me $13,000. Took it to a trusted jeweler. Got $7,800. Less than hoped, more than expected. That money went into my account. A small dent in the $15,000 I'd lost on non-refundable deposits. It didn't come close to covering everything, but it helped. I boxed up her stuff at my place, pictures, clothes, that goofy carnival bear, labeled and ready for whenever she resurfaced. It's been 5 days since I learned she was okay. Still no word. She ghosted her own wedding, ghosted me. The anger's a hard knot, but mostly I feel clear. How do you recover from this? You don't. I'm waiting for the next blow. People don't do this without a sequel. Update. The sequel didn't just land, it hit like a truck. Last Tuesday, I'm a project manager at a construction firm. In a client meeting, my coworker Nancy interrupts. "Matthew, sorry, someone's here, says it's urgent." I excused myself, irritated, went to reception. There was Lisa, looking like she'd been crying for days. Swollen eyes, tangled hair, nothing like the woman I was set to marry. First thought, really? My job? "Matthew," she said, voice heavy. She stepped forward for a hug. I stepped back. "Lisa, what are you doing here?" Quietly. Nancy at the desk, suddenly very focused on paperwork. "We need to talk," she whispered, eyes tearing up. "Please, it was all a terrible mistake." "A mistake?" I said evenly. "Disappearing on me, your family a week before our wedding, refusing to talk. That's a mistake?" "I know. I panicked, scared. Sandra said some things. I lost it." Sandra. Her free-spirited friend who always thought Lisa was too good for me. "So you bolted." "No word. For 3 weeks. Didn't know how to face you. Ashamed. Matthew, I still love you. I want to fix this." She reached for my hand. I pulled away. "Fix this?" Incredulous. "Lisa, it's over. I canceled everything. Wedding's done. For good." Her face collapsed. "No, you can't mean that. We can reschedule. Tell people I had a family crisis, a medical scare. Make it right." The nerve was staggering. Make it right? Like it's a small hiccup, not a life implosion? "Lisa, I sold the ring." That stopped her. Mouth open. "You what?" "Sold it. I lost over $15,000 in deposits I paid. The $7,800 from the ring barely helped, but it was necessary." "You sold my ring?" Her voice rose. "That was my ring. My grandmother's style inspired it. How could you?" Now I was angry. "Your ring! I paid for it. For a wedding you ditched. A promise you broke. Inspiration doesn't make it yours when I bought it." "But the money," she stammered. "What about it?" I asked, calm. "It covered part of the venue, caterer, honeymoon losses. Consequences of your choices, and I'm still out thousands." She stared. "You have to give it to me. That money's partly mine. We were getting married." "Were." Past tense. "No, I don't owe you anything but protecting myself from more damage." My boss, Mr. Donaldson, fair but firm, appeared, drawn by her voice. Looked at Lisa, then me, eyebrow raised. "Everything okay, Matthew?" "Personal issue, Mr. Donaldson." "Being handled," I said, giving Lisa a leave now look. Lisa turned to him. "He sold my engagement ring. Canceled our wedding without asking me?" she cried. Mr. Donaldson looked uneasy. "Ma'am, this is a workplace," I cut in. "Lisa, this is out of line. Go, now." "But Matthew, our families, the deposits my parents paid." "Your parents paid for your dress, which you still have. They were supposed to pay the florist's remaining $2,800 directly, but they didn't. When I canceled the florist, I got hit with a $1,400 cancellation fee because I'd made the initial booking. That added to my losses, which the ring money only partly offset. I have receipts for it all. You can talk to your parents about their share." She looked stunned, sobbing hard now. "You're so heartless, cruel. I made a mistake. Don't I deserve understanding?" "Understanding?" My voice was ice. "I used that up wondering if you were hurt or worse. Want understanding? Start with a real apology, not blaming Sandra. And don't confront me at my job, demanding money from a ring you abandoned, especially when I'm still paying for your mess, including bills your parents didn't cover." "I hate you," she screamed. Coworkers stared. My face burned, but my resolve grew. "That's becoming mutual. Security can escort you out." She glared, spun, and stormed off, nearly knocking over a plant. Mr. Donaldson. "Well, that was something. You okay, son?" "Fine." But I was trembling, not fear. The gall. She didn't just want forgiveness. She wanted a reset button, with me footing the bill. Later, her mother, Margaret, called. Oh, great. Update. Margaret.Lisa's mom. Always obsessed with appearances. Polite, but critical. Her call came hours after Lisa's office outburst. "Matthew, dear," she started, fake warmth oozing. "Lisa's a wreck, devastated." "I bet," I said dryly. Yelling at someone's job is exhausting. Sharp breath. No need for rudeness. The poor girl messed up. A big mess, yes. Her father and I are terribly disappointed. But she sees her mistake, wants to make it right. Her making it right means demanding I revive a canceled wedding and hand over money from a ring I sold to cover her disaster. A disaster that left me thousands in the hole. That's not right, Margaret. That's absurd. She was upset about the ring, naturally, Margaret said, brushing it off. It meant something. The design. A design she chose from a jeweler's book. Its meaning was in the commitment she threw away. Matthew, Margaret's tone hardened, this isn't just about emotions. There are costs. We paid for her costly dress and gave you a generous $5,000 for your honeymoon. I nearly laughed. Hold on, Margaret. The wedding's off because Lisa disappeared, leaving me with emotional and financial wreckage. I canceled because the bride was gone. Your $5,000 went into our joint wedding budget, clearly tracked in our spreadsheet. It went to the non-refundable Maldives resort Lisa wanted. I have bank records and receipts. Want copies? Silence. Then, it's wrong for you to keep that money. Wrong? I was done. What's wrong is your daughter vanishing, leaving me with losses and bills. That $5,000 covered part of the lost honeymoon. I ate the rest, plus all my other deposits. The ring money only softened my losses. It didn't make me whole. Itemizing? She asked when I mentioned my next move. You and Christopher were supposed to pay the florist's remaining $2,800 directly, right? You didn't. When I canceled the florist contract because the wedding was off, they charged a 50% cancellation fee on that total, $1,400. Since I'd made the initial booking and deposit, I was stuck with that $1,400 fee when you didn't pay your part. That added to my already massive losses from this mess. Outrageous. You're trying to scam us. No, Margaret, I said, voice low. I'm stating facts. Lisa's actions caused these costs. The ring money only cushioned my direct losses. Your $5,000 went to the honeymoon we didn't take. On top of that, I had to cover the florist fee because you and Christopher didn't pay your share before Lisa vanished. There's no profit here, just a huge mess and a broken engagement that's cost me dearly. Sputtering. Lisa said you were cold. She's right, after all she's been through. All she's been through, Margaret? What about me? Our families, friends, the worry, canceled plans, embarrassment? She just got scared. Young women do that. She's 29, Margaret, not 19. Decent people talk, take accountability. This went on. Unbelievable entitlement. She genuinely thought Lisa's regret, which I hadn't even heard sincerely, should erase all consequences or make them mine. Even suggested I apologize to Lisa for selling her ring and not being kind at work. Done. Margaret, I'm finished. I'm sending you, Christopher, and Lisa a detailed breakdown of all wedding expenses I managed or was left responsible for. It'll list payments I made, deposits I lost, and liabilities I covered when others didn't, like your florist bill. It'll show no one's profiting, least of all me, and will clearly state the $1,400 florist fee I paid on your behalf. Reimburse me for that or don't, your call. But any more demands or harassment, and I'll have a lawyer send a cease and desist. Clear? Silence. Then, you wouldn't dare. Test me. Hung up. Hands shaking, not pleasant. But the anger was a clear flame. They thought they could pressure me into paying for Lisa's colossal mistake. Next day, I did it. Detailed spreadsheet. Every vendor for shared costs, every deposit I paid, dates, scanned receipts, highlighted the florist cancellation fee I had to cover, attached proof of the ring sale and how it only partly offset my losses. 3 copies, registered mail, return receipt. For Lisa, for her parents. Then the chaos. Lisa wasn't just with Sandra. After Lisa's workplace scene, I heard through Nancy's gossip that Sandra told Lisa to own her mess or leave. So Lisa was back with her parents. My spreadsheet hit during their reunion. Text from Ashley, Lisa's sister, days later. Matthew, Mom and Dad got your papers. And Lisa, World War III here. Just want to say, I'm sorry. You didn't deserve this, replied. Thanks, Ashley. Means a lot. The revenge wasn't cruel. It was truth. Consequences. They wanted to twist the story, paint me as the villain. The spreadsheet was my factual shield. I heard Lisa tried telling mutual friends I got cold feet, was controlling. She had to escape. After her office meltdown. The nerve. But my calm explanation, her public outburst, it stood out. People talked. Not favorably about her. Her victim story collapsed. Especially when her money demands leaked, probably via Margaret. The fallout was simple. Her actions, her consequences. No theatrics, just paperwork and reality. Still no florist fee reimbursement. Didn't expect it, but they know. And they know their demands are baseless because my records clearly show I was left covering their share too. Small win update. Time's passed. Life stubbornly moves on. After I sent that documented financial reality, the initial storm, per Ashley, faded to silence. Glorious, peaceful silence. No more calls from Margaret, no tearful, manipulative stunts from Lisa, no angry emails from Christopher, her dad, who I always thought was quietly perplexed by his family. I didn't get the $1,400 for the florist cancellation, their share. Knew I wouldn't. Getting money from a self-entitled Margaret? Like convincing a fish to climb a tree. But the point was made. The spreadsheet detailed my full financial burden, including their lapse. What I did get was a gem from Ashley about a month ago. We'd kept occasional, careful contact. Matthew, you won't believe this. Or maybe you will. Lisa tried to get Mom and Dad to fund a wellness retreat for her trauma from the wedding cancellation. Cost $3,000, I replied. Did they? Dad flat out said no, told her to start healing by getting a job and paying back what they lost on her dress alterations and other things they'd prepaid directly. Stuff not even on your list of shared costs you had to handle. Mom's giving Dad the silent treatment. Lisa's a mess. Total circus. That was better than any $1,400. Entitlement hitting a family wall. Christopher finding his spine. Good for him. Ashley's note confirmed my spreadsheet focused rightly on my direct and consequential losses. Lisa, per Ashley and others, isn't doing well. Her victim narrative fell apart. The workplace scene made her look unstable. Her bad-mouthing me was sloppy, easily disproved. Many former mutuals saw her behavior. Some supported me. Others drifted away, understandable. Friendships shift. She's apparently still with her parents. Job search not going great. Anything she's qualified for is beneath her after her trauma. The world isn't buying her story. That spreadsheet is my artifact from this mess. Kept. Not for money, but as a reminder. Logic, not just emotion, wins. Drawing a line, armed with facts about the financial burdens I carried. As for me, the first month was tough. Not just anger, but confusion. The why. I'll likely never get a real answer. People like that rarely make sense to anyone but themselves. But the clarity from my first post held like a fog lifting. I see things, people sharper now. Sold our old couch, got a new one just for me. Reclaimed my space. Hit the gym more, great for stress. Reconnected with old friends, work solid. Mr. Donaldson gave me a nod of respect post-incident. Handled that well, Matthew? Small things count. Dating? Not now. Trust feels heavy, but I'm not bitter. Trying not to be. Focusing on myself, career, friends, healing my way. No $3,000 retreat needed. Sometimes at night, a flash of old pain, betrayal, the lost future. But it fades faster, replaced by quiet confidence. Not loud triumph, but steady certainty. I navigated a brutal situation with grace, strength. Didn't let her ruin me, my finances, or my reputation. She faced consequences, natural ones. No dramatic revenge, just the steady fallout of a terrible decision. That feels real, more satisfying than any spectacle. She made her mess. Now she's living in it, with her parents grumbling. I'm sleeping just fine. Thank you for watching Story. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more real-life stories.